Hi guys, welcome back to R.M.Aviation. Today we'll be discussing the USAir Flight 427. Was a domestic flight traveling from Chicago O'Hare International, or ORD, to Pittsburgh International Airport, or PIT, on the 8th of September 1994. The flight was operated by a Boeing 737-300. Tragically, the plane crashed during final approach to Pittsburgh, resulting in the death of all 132 passengers on board, including passengers and crew. It was one of the deadliest crashes in aviation history of US at the time. So, here are the details. The aircraft, a Boeing 737-3B7, registered N513AU, flight route, Chicago O'Hare to Pittsburgh International Airport. Date of the crash, 8th of September 1994. Fatalities, 132 people, 128 passengers, and 4 crew members. Timeline of events. Departure, Flight 427 took off from Chicago at approximately 2:56 Central Time. It was an uneventful flight for the first part of the journey, which took it across Ohio and then near to Pittsburgh. Approach at Pittsburgh, the aircraft was nearing Pittsburgh International Airport and was preparing for a routine landing at around 3:40 p.m. Eastern Time. The flight entered its final approach, descending towards the runway. Weather was clear and conditions seemed normal for landing. Sudden loss of control. As the aircraft descended through 7,000 feet, a sudden, unexplained loss of control occurred. The airplane began to roll sharply to the right, and the pilot struggled to regain control of the aircraft. Witnesses from the ground reported seeing the plane descending rapidly, with a severe right wing down altitude. Crashed. Despite the pilot's attempts to correct the situation, the aircraft continued in an uncontrollable descent and crashed into a wooded area approximately 1.5 miles short of the runway. The impact caused the massive fire, and the wreckage was strewn all over the area. All 132 people aboard were killed during the flight. Investigation and findings. The NTSB, or National Transport Safety Board, launched a thorough investigation to determine the cause of the crash. Their final report, issued in 1996, concluded that the primary cause of the crash was a severe, unexpected, uncommanded rudder deflection, which caused the aircraft to roll uncontrollably. Key factors in the crash. 1. Rudder malfunction. The NTSB found that the rudder on the Boeing 737 experienced an uncommanded, unexpected deflection to the right. This was due to the malfunction in the rudder control system, specifically the issue with the rudder power control unit, or the PCU. The PCU was a critical part of the aircraft's control system, which helped the pilots manage the rudder movements. A manufacturing defect caused the PCU to seize, which led to rudder moving without any pilot input. The inability to recover. As the rudder unexpectedly moved, the aircraft entered a violent roll. The pilots attempted to counteract the roll by using their ailerons and the rudder, but the malfunctioning rudder did not respond and could not recover from the aircraft before the crash. Flight data and crew actions. The flight data recorder, or the FDR, revealed that the pilots did not initially recognize the problem. They believed it was a normal stall recovery maneuver when the aircraft first began to roll. However, the situation deteriorated quickly for them to regain control, leading to the crash. Pilots followed the correct procedures for stall recovery, but the malfunctioning rendered those efforts ineffective. Boeing's design and manufacturing issues. The investigation revealed that Boeing had been aware of the potential for rudder control system malfunctions in the early models of the 737, but the design maintenance procedure in the place for the model were insufficient to detect and prevent the procedure, protect or defect the specific malfunctioning that led to the crash. The role of the rudder control unit. After investigation, it was determined that the rudder control unit on the 737 was designed with a potential flaw. The rudder of the PCU had been prone to failure under certain conditions. The NTSB's findings led to the recommendation for Boeing to modify the design of the rudder system, improve maintenance procedures, and implement better monitoring systems to prevent similar incidents from happening in the future. Impact on aviation safety. In the aftermath of Flight 427's crash, significant changes were made in the aviation safety procedures and aircraft design. Boeing introduced changes in the 737's rudder system and incorporated new design testing protocols for future aircraft. The NTSB also recommended stricter oversight of rudder control systems and improved the pilot training, particularly regarding unusual aircraft behavior in flight. In conclusion, the crash of USAir Flight 427 was a tragic event that highlighted the dangers of undetected mechanical failures in critical flight systems. The NTSB's investigation pointed to significant malfunction in the rudder control system, which led to the plane's uncommanded roll and eventual loss of control. In the years following the crash, the safety improvements were implemented to address these issues, making air travel safer and preventing similar accidents from reoccurring. If you are interested in this kind of stuff, please like and subscribe. And also, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. And also, any comments or questions about the actual accident or future accidents. But also comment other stuff that you'd like to see. Any accidents in particular you'd like to see. And yeah, I'll try and get to them. Thank you for watching, and there should be another episode out at midnight. Thank you.